I don't care about that.
About what?
The phone.
Right, so we stop right at number 3, right? Number 3, you know, finding the out area, the area where z is being sandwiched between two values. So what we did, let me review this real quick before I move on to number 4. If you need to find something in between,
Even if it was the
what you're gonna do
case,
is
why
you're gonna
not?
take a larger function and subtract a smaller function. Then you have the function.
Honestly, it seems like
So what we did
you
here,
gotta
what I did in the next step is just I rewrite this in that term. So this is P is probability of Z is less than or equal to 2.24 minus the probability of Z less than 1.58. Now, if someone
Sorry,
had to
Mohammed, can
put
you
the
mute
equal
your
sign
mic?
here, that's fine because it's continuous probability. It doesn't matter if at that point,
There's just
because the
reasons why I
probability
don't
at
prove
a point
her
is just
as
going to be
being
a
your best
line,
friend.
which is 0. Right? It's
That's all I know.
continuous variable. So it's fine. If you forgot, I'm not going to deduct the point on the exam. Right?
Mohammed, can you mute your mic,
Okay,
please?
number 4, I want to find the probability of Z is less than negative 1.8. So before I do that, I'm going to draw this on a standardized curve.
Professor,
So the distribution now is the normal density, mean is 0, and then standard deviation is 1. Negative 1.8 is on the left of 0. Negative 1.8, I'll say right here. Right. I want the area that less than negative 1.8, so that will be the left tail. Okay. Let me highlight that. Okay, the table I show you on the slide, you don't see it. Let me see. Oh, sorry, I've been talking to myself. Oh, I'm so sorry. Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear us?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Could you start over?
Oh, you know what? I
Yes,
muted my
please start
computer.
over.
I thought I mute my computer and then, but when I speak, you should hear me. I just couldn't hear you. Oh, all right, I'm so sorry. All right, back to the top. Well, what I just said is I recorded this, so you can rewatch it if you want. But what I just said was I just reset what I said on number 3. That's all. Nothing new. For number 4, I want to find the probability of Z is less than negative 1.8. Negative 1.8, that's on the left of 0. So put your points down and draw a little area. We want less than negative 1.8, so we're gonna highlight or color that area on the left of negative 1.8, and then you can look it up on your Z table. I don't have the negative Z values on the slide, so you have to go to Moodle. Maybe I'll go there as well. I'm gonna share screen here. Let me minimize you guys. All right. Okay. Moodle. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. All right. I believe it's all the way at the end. Right here, Z table. All right, negative 1.8, negative 1.8. Right here. So negative 1.8, and then nothing next to number 8, the decimal 8. So it's going to treat it as 0. So negative 1.8, 1.800, right? So that will be right here, 0.0359. So roughly 3.6%. 0.0359. Okay. Okay, so Z is less than negative 1.8 is roughly 0.0359. If you want to change it into percentage, it could be 3.59%. I'll take both answer. Okay. Do you have any question? All right, I want you to try number 5 on your own and put the answer in the chat privately to me. Try that one. All right, good. Randy, did you guess it? Did you guess it, or you actually look it up on the table?
No, I mean, I just knew that between 2 standard deviations, it's not.
That's it, right? If you're smart enough, you don't have to look up on the table. It's empirical rule. Next time, yeah, direct message. So that's good. Mhm. Very good. Mhm. You know, I'm gonna start, give you guys, what I'm gonna do, go ahead and calculate your thing. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start giving you extra credit for just, you know, respond to me correctly, or respond things correctly in the chat box. Okay, I'm gonna send you a Google link, and every time you got a correct answer, give yourself a one bonus check mark. Okay? So say Randy answered 3 questions correct, so he got 3 bonus check mark, and under on your name on the left, and then that date you enter 3. At the end of the semester, I'm gonna total that up and use a special formula to calculate your extra credit, and then I'm gonna put in your final. Does that sounds good? So after today, I'm gonna send you a link. Okay, so if you got a right answer, give yourself 1 bonus check mark. Let's see. Ready? Got right. Fatima, Syed, not quite.
I'm here.
Steph, you okay? Kyle, yep. Anyone else before I move on? Anthony, good. Roman, not quite Roman. Not quite Rami. Okay, let me stop right here. I gotta start my lecture. So for the people, I say you gotta write, give yourself bonus check mark. Jay, not quite Jay. Tyler, yeah. Okay, where am I? So between -2 and 2, let me grab it here. If you're smart enough, you can use the empirical rule. You don't even have to look up on the table, because the empirical rule, right? So 0 here and -2 right here. I'll say right here, right, and 2. So roughly it's the 95% of the data set. Very good. It's supposed to be bigger than 50%, right? So you say use either empirical rule. By the way, in the book, I think they was putting it as 16, I forgot what the number was. It 16, 95, 99 rule, something like that, some number, but I always call it empirical rule. Empirical rule or lookup table. So the answer is roughly 95%. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay, Roman, that's fine. What is the probability of z is less than or equal to 5? Anyone want to try that answer before I explain? Probability that z is less than or equal to 5. Yeah, good job, Roman. Yeah, 1 bonus check mark for you. Yeah, basically it's almost 100%, right? Remember, for the empirical rule, between -3 and 3 is covered what, 99.7 something, right? I forgot. Let me go back. Not good with remembering stuff. Yeah, 99.7%. That's just from -3 to 3. Imagine is from -5 to 5, right? -5 to 5. So here is 5. Oh my God, it's all the way out here. So basically it's practically it's 100%. Mathematically almost 100%, but practically 100%, right? From left to right, 100%. What about probability that Z is greater than 6.2? Good job. Good job. Right. Good job. Anyone else? Steph, Roman, good. Randy, good. Very good. Yep, it's basically 0%, right? Why? Because if I graph this, 6.2 is all the way at the end, all the way at the end here. And I want that area that greater than 6.2. Practically nothing, right? Nothing, tiny, tiny. So in practice, we're just gonna say 0. Okay. You don't see value of Z of 6 on the Z table. Okay. It's not practical to have it on there. All right. So that from Z value, look it up on Z table, you can find the probability under the curve. If you want to look at the probability from left to the right, you can find it on the Z table. If you want to look at the probability that from the right tail, you have to subtract it from 1, right? Find the probability from left to right at that point and then subtract it from 1. Because Z table don't give you the cumulative probability from the right. Okay, question 8 is asking you to reverse the process. So instead of give you the Z score to find the probability, they give you the probability and then you find the Z score. So 90% percentile, right here, 90% percentile of the standard normal 0-1 distribution is, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna look up 90% on the Z table. You won't find 90% exactly. So we just have to approximate. So here, let me erase that. So I see 0.8997 and 0.9015. I'm going to be conservative and I'm going to pick the lower probability. I'm going to pick this one. So at 89.97, the Z score is roughly 1.28, right? 1.28. 1.28. So P of Z, so all you have to say is just Z equal 1.28. Try number 9 and then put your answer in the chat. Good on you. Yeah. So Randy got it. Anyone else? I want 2 decimal places though. Not quite on Andrea, not quite. Steph, not quite. Fatima, give me the 2 decimal places. Max, yep. Fatima, did you do conservative or you go? No, I want 2 decimal. Fatima, your answer is not wrong. It's not the number that I want it to. Daniel, good. Steph, not quite. Steph, Rami. No, I'm not asking you to It's not, I'm not asking about the probability. I gave you the probability. I want the z-score. So reverse process. Tyler, not quite. Andrea, not quite. All right, thank you though. Thank you, Roman, not quite. So for those got the right answer is give yourself a bonus check mark. Okay, I'll write the answers here. It's negative 1.28. I'll tell you, you can look it up on the table, or you don't really have to. Remember, the normal curve is symmetric, right? It's symmetric. It is symmetric. So if 90 percentile, if 90 percentile responding to 1.28, right here. So this part right here, that's how much? Maybe I'll use blue. I'll use blue. So the red one, from left to right up to 1.28, that's 90%. Yeah, from 90%. Well, I forgot. You can give yourself a bonus check mark, but I prefer negative 1.28 instead of negative 1.3. Okay. So from left to up to 1.28, that's 90%. Then the blue area is what? 10%, right? And since it's symmetric, 10% on the right tail is the same thing as 10% on the left tail. That's also 10%, right? So this must be negative 1.28, or you can look it up on table. Yeah.
Can you show doing it on the table?
Oh, on the table, I think you have to go to your Moodle again. Let me share screen. So, yeah, a lot of times you're probably gonna need the Moodle. So 10%, right? 10%. 10%. So 0.1, roughly 0.1 or 0.09. You just have to look around. I'm bad at these. Can you guys see, someone spot out like 0.09 and 0.1 in between? Oh, that's 0.01 right here, down here. I see the two values. I think is this good enough? No. I see more here. Right here. Right here. These two right here. I'm using my mouse. Hopefully you guys can see it. 0.0901 and 0.1075. And I'm gonna be oh, is that what you did, Fatima? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so negative 1.3. Oh, 34. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. On the exam, I'm gonna be generous. If you kind of around that z value, I'll give you a point. Okay. Do you have any question? All right, so that's the 9 question that we just answered. Yay. We almost finished with this chapter. So so how do you tackle a probability solving a general normal curve problems? One way is to find the areas, and thus the probability for any general distribution involve the idea of standardization. What they meant by standardization is they want you to use this formula. Okay? So if I give you mean and standard deviation, from that you can use the standardized formula to get the z-score, and then look it up on the z-table or a calculator to find the probability under the curve. Okay. Let's try this one. A proposal before the Board of Education has specified certain designation for elementary schools depend on how their students do on the evaluation of scholastic scoring. This test is given to all students in all public schools in grades 2 through 4. school that score in the top 20% are labeled excellent. So top 20% labeled excellent. School in the bottom 25% are labeled in danger. And school in the bottom of 5% are designated as failing. The previous data suggests that score on these tests are approximately normal with a mean 75 and standard deviation of 5. So on the lab curve, I'm going to enter in the raw distribution. So distribution here is normal with the mu is 75 and the standard deviation is 5. 75. Right? The x-axis will be scores. Right? So the first thing first, when you read the problem, label your graph. Okay, what they want, what is the probability that a randomly selected school will score below 66 points? So let me use blue here. 66 is on the left of 75. So maybe I'll say right here, 66. Okay, I want, do I want the left tail or I want the right tail? Which one do I highlight?
Left tail?
Yeah, left, right? Because they say below 66, right? So 66 and less than. So I want to know what this probability. Right, so P of X is less than 66. All right, so that's the raw curve. What about the standardized curve? Now I'm gonna switch my mode into standardized, and then to do this, you use this formula, right? Z equal X minus mu divided by sigma. So here is normal. Maybe I'll use green. Normal, mean is 0. Standard deviation is 1. So 0 here. Okay, I need to use a formula. So Z is, I'm gonna write down here. So Z equal X minus mu divided by sigma. X, what is X? Oh, thank you, Mohammed. I'm not asking questions, so you don't have to answer, but thank you. X is 66, right? 66 minus mu is 75, and sigma is 5. Look at my calculator. 6 minus 75. And why do we have a negative Z again? Can someone tell me?
Because it's below.
Perfect. One bonus check mark for you, Kyle. It's below the mean, right? So negative 1.8. I got negative 1.8. I'll say it right here, negative 1.8. So this is the area from the standardized curve. So here, if I notate this, it will be P of Z now, right? Z, and probability that Z is less than negative 1.8. Over here is X is less than 66, right? This is in terms of the problem. Here in terms of standardized curve. All right, look it up. Should be small. Negative 1.8. If I look it up, okay. Key norm. I'm gonna use R. I'll show you how to use R later. 66 equals 75. It's D equal 5. True. Lower tail is true. I got point. So from here, P of Z less than negative 1.8. At this point, I assume that you guys okay with looking up on the table, okay? So 0.0, I'm not gonna go back and forth table anymore. 0.0593 something. I just need 4 digits, so I think I'm gonna stop here. So it'll be roughly 3.59%. So there are roughly 3.6% of the student score 66 and below. Not bad. No, not bad. Do you have any question on number 1? I don't hear anything, so I think we're good. Number 2, what is the score cutoff that would place a school at being in danger? In danger. So in danger is mean what? How many percentile here? In danger is at 25 percentile, right? So I'll use, I'm running out of color, I'll use yellow. 25 percentile is roughly here. Yeah, so everything below, oops, I want yellow right there. That's 25%. P of Z less than something, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna put question mark because I don't know. Is equal to 25%. Right? The probability is 25%. I just have to find out what is Z. And once I got Z, I can figure it out. I can figure it out what is the score over here, right? I can reverse engineer. Remember you can go back between the raw curve and then the standardized curve. And then can find out the score. What is the score here? So it's what is X here? All right. Okay. So again, that standardized score formula Z equal mu minus, sorry, X minus mu divided by sigma. We want X, right? Because they're asking for the score. So we want X. Well, I have mu, I have sigma. In order to solve for X, I need Z. Well, how do I find Z? Remember the reverse process? In order to find Z, given the probability, you can find Z from the table. Okay, so let's do that. I'll show you how to do in R and in Google Sheet later, but right now, just do it by hand for now. Okay, so you appreciate what the machine did for you. All right, so on the table, I'm gonna share my screen so you can see what I'm doing. Was it 25%, right? 25%.
It's negative 1.96.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is that the conservative one?
It was exactly
Oh, yeah.
0.0250.
Better. So at 25%, Z is, let me move this formula down because I need to write things above. At 25%, look up Z table. What would you say? I forgot. What was that? Negative something in the chat.
1.96, negative 1.96.
Thank you, Fatima. Negative 1.96. All right. So now as I have Z, I can plug in into the formula, right? I can plug in here. So negative 1.96 equal, X is the variable that I'm looking for, score, minus mu is 75, divided by sigma is 5. And I hope everyone be able to solve a linear equation. If you don't, I'll be very nervous. So negative 1.96 times 5, negative 9.8 equal X minus 75. We go up here. I want to solve for X, so add 75 both sides. So plus 75, 65. So X equals 65. What is the unit? 65 what? 65.2 what? What's the unit?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So when I was looking for the Z score, I thought it would be what's it called? Negative 0.608. I mean negative 668. Because wouldn't that be 2.5%, not 25? Negative
So
1.9.
0.25. So on the table, you're looking for 0.25.
Yeah, but the negative 1.96
Okay, I
isn't
didn't
that,
really look. I kind of took somebody's word for it. You know, let me check.
True. That was my fault. That was
I
my
think that
Oh,
one's
okay.
wrong.
Oh, okay. So what is the right answer? I'm gonna double check with the machine.
You can use, I think, 0.67, like negative 0.67 or negative 0.68.
Escape. Why don't we let me? Oh, there you go. Cute norm probability means standard deviation. Give me a second. I'm gonna double check so we don't make a mistake. Cute norm. Probability is 25, so 0.25 equal 75. SD equal 5. By the way, when we use R, the coding, it matters if it uppercase or lowercase, okay? So I got 70, oh darn, it gave me the point. It gave me the score. Okay, all right, so what is correct Z here? What should I fix? Negative 1 point what?
I thought it was, if you want to be like conservative, I think negative 0.68.
All right, I'll take the conservative.
No,
0.68.
yeah,
Yeah.
0.68.
That's the Z score,
Yeah.
0.68. Double check. Negative 0.6. Bye, Jeff. You need to talk to me? Oh, okay. Have a good weekend. Sorry, is that my colleague? 0.25. So give me a second. I think 0.25. All right, so I want to be conservative, 0.24, so it'll be a negative 0.68. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for fixing it. So 5 times negative 0.68 is negative 3.4. Add 75, which is 71.6. And what's the unit?
Is it like score or
Score.
like points?
Yeah, score or points. Score or points. Score. But you need to have unit. So
When
at,
we take the Z score, should we use the, like on the exam, would we get marked down if we didn't use the conservative Z
no,
value?
if you don't use a conservative, that's fine. But I prefer conservative. If you forgot and you don't, I'm not gonna take point off. Okay, so do you have any other question from number 2 before I show you how to use in Google Sheet or in R? Right, you're gonna love this because I don't know about you. I don't like looking up table, but it's good to know the traditional way and the technology, because when technology fails, you go back to the traditional way, right? At least you know how to do it. Okay, so on R Studio, fire up your R Studio. I'll wait for you. Open that up. For people who don't have R Studio, that's fine. You can use Google Sheet. I'm gonna share my screen with you. I'll share the whole screen so I don't have to keep sharing. All right, right here, R Studio. So let me check from number 1. I'm gonna check number 1. Okay, number 1. They give me the score and I want the probability. I want the probability. I want P, right? I want probability. So the command is P norm, right there, and then the P norm, and then X is 66, right? That's your observation value. Mean, so just type in mean, and it'll have the command out for you right here, equal 75, the mean score 75, comma. Standard deviation is SD, all lowercase, okay, equal 5. Now, because we do in left tail, so it's when it asks for lower tail, right there, lower tails, you're gonna put true because we do in left tail. If you want a right tail, then you put false. Right, so we put true. Right there, roughly 35, 33.6%. I'll wait for you for a few seconds so you can do that. Okay. When you finish, when you get that value, you put done in the chat so I know that you're done. You finished. I can move on. And I want to know how many people do in R. Tyler, good for you. I'm so sorry. Anthony, good. Mallory, good. Fatima, good. Good for you. All right. Okay, so P norm. Now, number 2 is given the probability, I want X, right? Very good, Dan. So the command is gonna be Q norm. Oops, Q norm. Okay. And then probability is 0.25 equal mean again. Mean is 75 and SD standard deviation equal 5 and nothing else. And then enter. Should give you the value of X. Okay. I like, for me, for this kind of product, I like R. I don't know about you. I like R. I like Google Sheet too. I think it's, but I like R a little bit more for this particular problem. Okay, let me show you how to do in Google Sheet. You guys can all see all my tab, right?
Yes.
Okay, good, thank you. So that I don't have to switch back and forth. Drive. Step 220. Chapter 3. Did I put the link for you guys so you can click on or no? No? Oh, I do.
You did.
Yeah, I did. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I did. So click on that link. I'll wait for you a few seconds. Maybe you try yourself. Maybe actually just follow me, okay? Maybe no, follow me. It's a little bit different. So normdis, normdis is the command for finding the z-score. Okay, so normdis right here, normdis. X is 66, mean is 75. You don't have to say mean equal like in R. Just put in the number. Standard deviation is 5. Cumulative is true, so just put true. Cumulative from left to right, that's what they're asking you. Right there. That's the probability. I'm sorry, yeah, this is the command for finding the probability. I forgot what I said before, but I have a feeling that I didn't say it right. So normdis is the command to find the probability. Norm inverse is when you have the probability you want to find X. Okay, so norm in right here. Probability is 0.25. Make sure you put it in decimal, don't put 25, it will give you something else. Mean is 75, deviation is 5. Right there, it gives you the score. Okay, so whichever one you feel comfortable, it's fine by me. Right. You need this to do things fast in your homework. On your exam, I'll let you have this stat formula and stat z table. Okay. All right, that's it for chapter 3. My advice to you when you do these kind of problem, always draw a picture. It helps. Always draw a picture. And on the exam, I will have the curve for you, and you have to fill out some stuff. Okay, when I put the box, you need to fill those out. And think about the area you wish to solve for. All right, we have the exam a week from now, yes. on Thursday? Exam 1? I'm gonna send out, it's gonna be online. I hate it. I wish I can see you guys in person. It's for the exam. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to provide a practice exam for you. Okay, it's gonna be up to from, I forgot what chapter 1, 2, 3, and 8. I'll provide you a practice exam, so you kind of know what I'm expecting on the exam. I'll provide you the solution as well. Okay. I also send you the procedure how to do exam on Zoom. The things that I really want you be able to master with is how to convert your picture into one single PDF. I hope you guys not like 661 students. You know, a lot of freshman students, they don't know that, but at this level, I think I kind of expect you to know how to do that, right? You take picture, use whatever app on your phone, and you convert it into PDF and upload on Zoom. Okay, so practice it. If you're not comfortable with it, practice with it. Let me share my screen. For chapter 8. Today, I wish I want to finish at least you know, before we do chapter 8, I'm gonna take attendance and we're gonna take a little break. Okay, let me take attendance right now.